Alright, what's up? What's going on, guys? CaptainMonk here. Welcome to more League of Legends. This time around, playing some Akali in the top lane, rocking that new skin project. Now, this project skin, guys, you know, just like the other ones, it's pretty cool. But of the releases, I would say this is probably the weakest of all the project skins that have come out. I mean, it's just the sort of thing where this skin looks really similar to Headhunter Akali already, but I guess that's kind of because it's still Akali, and there's only so many things you can kind of, you know, improvise and change up and be creative with. But with that said, I mean, look at this. Blue hair, orange glow on these red weapons of hers. I don't know, it seems kind of disconnected, not really all intact with what you would expect from a project skin, but that's maybe just one guy's opinion. You can see with the recall as well. Instead of destroying these little drones like the other skins feature, she instead kind of teleports, I guess. I'm not sure how to better describe it than that, but it's just kind of interesting to me that all the other characters that have the project skins, they're all destroying them with their own skills in different ways, and meanwhile Akali seems to, like, I don't know, be joining the dark side and going with the drones wherever they take her. I'm not sure if that's entirely true or not, obviously, but anyway, we'll go ahead here and reorganize the teams since we are playing, I believe, against a GP top. And GP is actually like a pretty good matchup for us in most aspects. The problem though is I don't know, there's a lot of things to discuss in the GP matchup, but also in the big picture with Akali, and also how it differs from mid lane to top lane. But the biggest thing I want to bring up is that I think this matchup really, I mean, yeah, it depends upon how me and GP play it, but it also depends really on how the junglers play around us. Because I would kind of expect, since I am playing Akali, to be camped by the Vi. That's just kind of how things tend to go for me as well when I play Akali. So far, though, pretty good trades for us. You know, hitting the Q. Oops, cancel my auto attack on that one, though. But yeah, as long as we can hit good Qs, then hit our passive on this GP, we should be in a good spot. Oh, barely out of range, so we'll just step back. We've got level 2 on this minion, though. The minion should die in a moment here. Yep. Oh, we got him with it. That was some good damage. I kind of wanted to go for the Q flash auto attack ignite to kill him, but it would have been really close and frankly probably not worth it. But yeah, you can kind of see though how this matchup goes against GP. It's not too bad for us. The only downside is that he has just as much range to hit his Q as we have with ours. Whereas in a lot of matchups against melee targets, Akali just has a little bit extra range, and if she hits the edge of her Q, it is a brief slow, so she can easily control the engagement and keep herself perfectly out of their range. Of course, he's looking for the combo here though, so we're not going to step up too much. Alright, he's going for the wave instead. He's level 3 though, so we'll have to be cautious for a moment here. But yeah, just in general though, I think one thing I should bring up actually. Oh, hold on here. Oh, did Lee Sin get him? Lee Sin did get him. Nice. Really good Sonic Wave there from Lee Sin to snipe out the GP. Beautiful. Yeah, once I hit the Eon GP, I knew we could re-engage. In worst case scenario, I have to flash to safety. But I really figured that I could count on Lee Sin to hit at least something, and he did not disappoint. And I see the Vi's coming in. What is she doing? Alright, I'm just gonna flash out. No need to take extra damage. Actually, I really didn't need to flash there, but whatever. Gonna hit him with auto attacks because our passive does increase our auto attack range. But yeah, real nice job there by Lee Sin, sticking around, making sure to keep me safe in case the Vi snuck back around. You know, I mentioned it earlier on in the game too, that, you know, yeah, this matchup is between me and GP, but the way it goes really depends upon how these junglers play too. Oh, I got him with it, but I'm not gonna follow it. That'd bring me into tower shots. Not worthwhile. But if, oh, I thought my Q would hit there. I think he knew that if I hit the Q, he might die though as well. So, yo, let's just play it safe on this one. Let's go back here. If you guys are enjoying the game here to start though, don't hesitate to drop that like rating, subscribe to the channel, notifications, all that good stuff. And if you'd like to as well, you can drop a dislike or a negative comment. Let me know, you know, what it is that I'm doing that's rustling your jimmies, or, you know, whatever floats your boat, my friends. I do appreciate the feedback and the interaction. Anyways though, use some more spells here to get back to lane a little bit faster, since the cooldowns will give them back to us in time. But yeah, I kind of want to talk about Akali, guys, big picture stuff. Because of course, this video is going to be recorded here today after many changes to Akali recently on the PBE and live servers. But I'm not going to go and break down all the nitty gritty numbers like I usually would, just because, in all seriousness, you guys, I don't really feel like it matters. Like, yeah, it does matter, but at the end of the day, the Akali rework has been a fail. And I think we're all on the same page in knowing that. And I think it's just Riot's trying to do their best to keep this current Akali design as balanced as possible for both regular play and competitive play. But that's an uphill battle. It's not going to happen. So they're doing their best, but like, again, it's just not going to happen. So sooner or later, they're going to have to rework the current Akali. So in today's video, what I'm going to try and do a little bit better than I would normally do in my other videos. I usually go through like the nitty-gritty numbers. Instead, I'm going to try and talk to you guys about the big picture stuff of like why it is this like rework is such a fail and why it's not working. That's a decent little harass tactic you can do, by the way. You know, use one of the minions to use your E to jump forward just to make sure you land your Q, and then you can just hop back out. It costs some energy, though, to do that combo, but of course everything costs energy, so it's not really a problem. But yeah, I'll get this ward down just in case the Vi shows up. The GP's in a pretty rough spot right now, because if he steps up, I could easily kill him with my E, using the wave and stuff, or even just hitting him with the E to follow him even further. But yeah, so the reason the Akali rework is so broken, you guys, ever since they removed the spammable ults into what we have now and changed your Q to something that's more AoE based rather than single target, you guys know the changes that have happened if you've been playing a little bit. If you haven't, that I just kind of give you a quick too long didn't read version, or too long didn't watch, I guess. Anyways, level 6 though. If this guy comes back to lane, we're gonna insta kill him. But that's kind of the problem right there in itself, is up until you get your ultimate, Akali's really, really good in the lane. She has enough range to combat most targets. If they're too tanky, that's one problem, but Conqueror can usually help that problem. And if they're really far ranged, then that can also be a problem. But if they're really far ranged, you have a lot of mobility to force fights anyway, so you can usually play around it. But once you have your ultimate, you just do way too much damage because of the execute on it being way too big. The cooldown's really long to compensate. But frankly, I would rather than lower the cooldown on this so I can use it more often and make the damage a lot lower. Because if you guys don't know much about League, 255 plus a ratio is like one of the biggest executes that's not true damage in the game. It's huge. It's really, really, really good. And to me, it's just absolutely baffling that Riot hasn't just like nerfed that number down like a lot and then given Akali a more spammable ult. Now, I'm going to take some damage here. Obviously, I don't like that, but we're going to trade some back and it's okay. But, so yeah, all this to say, mid lane, if you're against a super long-range target, you're going to have some problems. But Akali kind of beats all the assassins because their damage is either targeted or a skill shot. And either way, Akali can just evade it with her W. So she counters pretty much every assassin that goes mid lane. Also, this guy steps up like that again, and he doesn't have a powder keg. I'm going to go really ham. I just know he's looking for the powder keg opportunity, so I'm just kind of being patient here. Trying to bait him out. Alright, that's one harass too many. I don't know where the Vi's at either, which is kind of worrisome. He does have the siege minion there, slowly hitting the wave. So the wave is going to come to me. And the reality is I just don't want to kill this guy under his tower. Because if I go under tower, I'm going to die because I'm just low. But I can probably kill him very, very swiftly as long as the wave doesn't kill me and the tower doesn't kill me. So we'll see if he sticks around after this minion. Looks like he's going to place vision. Yeah, this is still fine for me. Are you gonna use your powder keg? The wave's still pretty thick, as you can see. Oh, get out of the way of that. Oh, I missed. Holy shit. Oh, I'm really sad. That would have been super clean if it wasn't for me missing. Unlucky. Not even unlucky, just bad play. The Vi flash queuing me wasn't very nice neither. Oh well. Yeah, I missed. That's the problem. But you can see this cooldown's like 2 minutes, man. Like, why is this so long? It's because the spell's too good. It's way too good. But, yeah, that's the trade-off, I guess. Yeah, she really wanted to make that gank happen. She needed that gank to happen. I mean, the reality is if she didn't do what she did, I would have killed GP, even though I missed my ult. But, yeah, felt good, man. Feels good. Anyway, come back to the lane here. I guess I'll talk about some other stuff outside the lane phase. I mean, the Akali, or not the Akali, the Vi killing me there obviously sucked. But you can kind of tell, even though I was really low there was like nothing the GP could do except for like run like a dog with his tail between his legs. It's really the only option he had. All this to say, where Akali starts to struggle is post lane phase. And that's because her ultimate really is the only thing that allows her to be successful. Because essentially, what happens with Akali outside the lane phase is, yeah, you can still make plays with your W, but your W is pretty much like your main playmaking at that point, and your opponents have a very easy solution. They just don't need to stay there anymore, right? In the lane phase, they kind of need to stick around because they want to still farm and be a part of the match. But outside of that, in team fights, they can just evade you entirely. Man, these grass procs and sheen procs really hurt. Alright, Vi's not around, so I can probably kill this guy once he steps up this next time. I also have this control word, so I'll place it. But yeah, I'm looking for a great opportunity to kill this guy, if possible. I mean, I have my ult, so I just gotta be patient. There's a mechanic you can do with your flash where you can R and then flash. I'm gonna try and do it, but I'm not sure if it makes the most sense or not. We'll see. He's got a powder keg. Alright, we got him this time. I managed to hit my ultimate that time, which definitely helped. I think I missed something there, though, but I can't remember what it was. The fights happen so fast with Akali's, you can tell. But yeah, I missed the flash. That was what I missed. You can do a mechanic with Akali where you can use your first ult and then flash and change where the stun's going to happen. It's a really brief stun, so even if you hit it, it doesn't really change much. It just gets you closer to the target. But as you can see, I screwed it up. But at least I'm aware of like what the mechanics are, so that like if you are playing Akali, you can practice these things yourself, because obviously I need some practice myself. But you can also, I guess, maybe learn from my mistakes. Alright, now those powder kegs are down. We can walk up. I'm looking to just clear the wave right now, to be honest. Don't really need much else. But hey, we're doing actually pretty well in this game. I obviously made a lot of mistakes in this game. I'm no Akali main by any means, but we're at 80 CS here, doing pretty well at 11.5 minutes. That's pretty damn good if you ask me. You can see we're actually tied for the best in the game with Malzahar, and Malzahar is just a farm bot. Not to discredit SM Grubbin doing pretty well in the Malzahar, but you guys know what I'm saying. You know where I'm coming from. Anyways, though, we're going to pick up ourselves a Dark Seal here, since we'd only have enough money for like something very small, and this is probably what makes the most sense. I'm not totally sure about that, but we'll figure something out. Conqueror is, I think, another conversation topic we can bring up here. It's the sort of thing where with Akali, I think if you're going to go against squishy champions, you should probably take Electrocute. So this game, taking Conqueror is kind of a mistake. But since Akali, I feel like, is really, really good with Conqueror because of her ability to stall fights through W once she gets them started. And she also just really benefits from sustain and all these things. I feel like it's not so bad, and it's especially good in the top lane against tanks, which obviously this isn't a tank we're against, but if we were, this would be super, super good. Alright, we can probably kill this guy again soon. Let's just get some vision down, because I don't see Vi by the dragon, which my team is taking, so... Yeah, obviously I messed up that flash mechanic, though, which I really want to try again later, so I can maybe prove that I can do it, because I've done it before. Yeah, as long as he has a powder keg on top of himself like that, it slows me too much if I get close to him. I also kind of want to know where Vi's at before I go and dive into his tower, right? Because he is pretty close to tower still. Alright, his powder keg's gone. Oh, he's got a new one. I'm trying to bait the fight by taking free damage, because I know we got Lee Sin coming in. And there we go. Wow, Lee Sin didn't even get an assist. Yikes. I didn't mean to take the all the money from him. But yeah, that goes to show. The Akali damage with this is just too good. That's really what it comes down to, in my opinion. I think your ultimate is way too good on Akali. I think they should nerf the numbers and decrease the cooldown. I think that'd be very, 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 very smart of Riot, to be honest, but I guess that escapes them. I'm just looking to spam clear these waves. I'm not even looking to get the towers anymore. But alright, yeah, pretty good game for us here so far. I mean, I'm definitely making mistakes, but that's a staple when I'm playing these high mechanic champions. People say Akali's easy, she is. But the reason why she loses a lot of games is because she's easy in the lane phase when there's only one target, which is kind of the reason why I like her top lane over mid lane, actually. Because top laners are better for split pushing, right? So with that in mind, I'm going to try and stay splitting this game, even though I have Ignite. But if I get into a situation where I can 2v1 GP and Vi all game long, I'm happy. And that's like my goal this game, is to be able to pull that off. But yeah, all this to say though, like Akali usually struggles in the mid to late game, not because she's really like not scaling well. She still scales well. It's just an issue that a lot of her damage is single target from her passive and her E. Her ultimate and her Q are AoE. But the problem is that your ultimate is really infrequently available. It's such a long cooldown that it only goes down by 10 seconds per rank. So you're very often just not going to have it. And that can obviously spell difficulties. So he's going to take my control ward here. Obviously, I'm not happy about that, but that's not really a big deal. I kind of want to wait for level 11 here for my next ultimate upgrade. Oops. But the issue that I see with that, of course, is that it doesn't really do much. I mean, yeah, more damage, but the CD, again, is only 10 seconds down. It goes from 120 to 110. And we don't really build much CDR items on Akali, because you kind of need Gunblade. And that's part of the problem with the rework, too, is, like, Akali's always been a Gunblade champion. It's just kind of her identity. But in the same moment, I would have liked to have seen her be at least a little bit more, I guess, creative with her builds. I mean, it's the sort of thing where... Lee Sin's just guarding for me, by the way, because Vi's around. I don't really want to dive the Vi by any means, but we can do some free poke. Alright, she's dead. That didn't last long. I really want to kill this GP. And I almost can, just not quite. You can see how much damage that my ultimate does. It's pretty nuts. Oh, I almost hit him with that. We got Blitzcrank up here. Alright, time to leave. Yeah, Lee Sin was doing a really good job there because I was pressuring. He didn't know where Vi was, nor did I. So knowing that we don't know where Vi is, we can assume she's going to come top. It's just kind of what this player consistently keeps doing. And if you notice the pattern, set up to counter the pattern, and boom. Easy counter gank. Yeah, I'm loving the sustain for my runes. Having to Conquer combined with Taste of Blood and then also Ravenous Hunter. So much sustain. It's very tough to stop me. I really want to kill this guy, but I'm not sure I can. I think he might be setting himself up for death, though. Oops. I took an extra tower shot I didn't mean to take there. Ooh, close. Very close. I made a mistake there. I wanted to get my passive auto attack in there sooner. I think I must have canceled the animation or something like that. So again, mistakes being made. But overall, we're doing okay. We're landing what needs to land to kill this guy. And there we go. That will be the second tower of the... Or actually third, because bottom lane got both of theirs, I guess. Wow, this guy's 6-2. Like, our team's doing well. I mean, you can see Jinx is out farming. But their team is still doing pretty well in their own right. This game's competitive. I like that. Alright, lots of wave clear coming through. I'm going to try and flank here. I'm just going to take my time with it, though, since GP's probably going to come clear this wave. My ultimate's in 15 seconds, too, which is just a little bit too far away for me to do much. Also, this execute's now 450. It was 250 or 255 at rank 1. Now it's 450. So, like, I don't know. I think Riot's just absolutely drunk when they're considering the execute damage on this. It's way too good. But a free control word. So I'm kind of joining my team now because this tower siege is a good opportunity, but it's mostly about the dragon. I'm going to ping the dragon if I can. Wait, why is it? There we go. But yeah, I mean, if their team engages on us, that's cool, but I think controlling the dragon is really what it's all about right now. In fact, I'm going to step in here and just see if their team makes a mistake and walks over. That ward missed. They don't know. Oh, Lee Sin. I mean, I think he's fine. Depending upon what their team does here, I mean, it doesn't really look like they're engaging. I think I can go bottom. And if their team engages because they see that I'm not around, and they think they also know that Lee Sin backed, I think might be able to come and clean up the fight. I think this is probably fine for us. The wave clear Akali gets with this is so good once you max the spell. I will make a point in saying, though, that there are a lot of people actually who run Akali with minion dematerializer, I think it's called. And the reason they do that is so that they can execute with their Q much more easily, since it's already your main wave clear source, but if you get minion dematerializer, you can set it up so that you can one-shot waves even easier than we already are, which is definitely a good thing, but I don't know, I think it's kind of overkill. I'd rather have these runes or electrocute with resolve secondary, some tankiness. I'm on the way over. I think it's a good opportunity here. Gunblade kill on him. Beautiful. Our execute was about to time out, but we managed to use it in the last moments. And I think this Vi's gonna die here too. Yep. Triple kill for the Akali. Beautiful. Lee Sin's dead though, so I'm not gonna go to Dragon. Instead, I'm just gonna go top lane, clear the wave or something. But I will ping danger. Yeah, a lot of things getting funneled into me. I like that. I'm surprised that Draven was just walking around with low HP though. That was kind of an error in judgment on his part. Because as Akali, we can very easily just use our two ultimates, or maybe just our E and our first ultimate. Gunblade kills, baby. Yeah, once we clear this wave, I'll go back. I got so much money to spend, it's actually ridiculous. I'm just gonna ping that for my team to see. And we're also farming pretty well in this game as well. I just wish I could have had a more clean early game, because I feel like a lot of people are gonna stop watching just because they see that I had a few mistakes mechanically in the early game. I mean, again, I'm not an Akali player, so I'm bound to make these mistakes, so I can't worry about it too much if I'm gonna make an Akali video, but I guess a lot of people just kind of lose interest when they see mistakes being made. Anyway, gonna work towards the Seeker's Arm Guard for the Hourglass here. In fact, I'm gonna reorganize the way I sold my items. Yeah, this is probably better for us. Or, yeah, I think I like Oh shit. I'm just fucking up everything now. Boom. Alright. Yeah, I wanted to keep my Doran's Blade and my Seekers if I could. Obviously I couldn't, so I'll keep the refillable even though I really don't need it. Nothing else to buy anyway. So our team's fighting here. It looks like they're doing pretty well, but all things considered, I'm not there, and I don't think the fight's gonna be good forever here. It is a 2v2, and our Jinx is doing a lot more than their Draven at this moment, but it's only because Draven's dead, and that will be a triple. And will that be a quadra? Rocket will whiff. Blitzcrank might be fast enough. He's got Mobies. I don't know. It looks like Jinx is really looking for it, but I don't think she's going to find it. So I can just hit this tower here. The dragon did get taken out while I was in base. I will say, though, it's kind of impressive that my team is able to handle themselves so well without me. I mean, not to say I'm the whole team. I'm definitely not. But this game is actually only 20 to 15. It's pretty close. And my team just won a 4v5. And if only Akali had hard CC without using her R. Yeah, I just want to keep split pushing, to be honest. If my team can keep handling themselves 4v5, that's awesome. It means I can split. Although I don't have teleport, which would be definitely better for split pushing. But I don't know, it's the sort of thing where I really want to have kill pressure with Akali, and the Ignite definitely brings that to the table, especially against somebody who has a heal that will be reduced because of Ignite. Ignite, I think it doesn't place grievous wounds, but it reduces healing by 50%. By 40%. It must have changed that. I remember it being 50 at one point or another. Anyway, their team's all missing. They're definitely coming for me here, so I can just walk away. But if anyone's trying to cut me off, maybe I'll cut them off. Speaking of which, right here. Can me and Malzahar fight this? There we go. That's the combo. I just want to step away before I die to Vel'Koz. Bye. Why you gotta do this to me, girl? Why you gotta do this? Why you gotta do me like this? We're not even dead, baby. So right there you saw the combo where you use your first R and you flash midair to increase the distance at which your ultimate will go and increase the stun distance. And yeah, that was what allowed me to lock down Draven. From there I got kind of CC'd and silenced by Blitzcrank. That was obnoxious. But I managed to land my Shroud in time to use my other spells and finish off with the other ultimate. The execute one. From there my team pretty much just saved me, to be honest. I guess I one-shot one of the little ones. You can see, though, my ultimate's still 110-second cooldown. So getting the Hourglass is going to help with the CDR and stuff, but it's more so that I can make those ham plays and not instantly die. Alright, here comes our team. Oh, that still hit me. Interesting. We got Blitzcrank right here. The problem is I really don't want to fight. This is kind of the Akali problem we were talking about earlier, right? I mentioned how broken her lane phase is because it's 1v1. In teamfights, I can still be very, very effective, but I need my ult, because otherwise it completely relies on me hitting my E on one target, which is still only one target, and my W being, like, you know, my way of being elusive. But because it's not the lane phase anymore, the opponents don't really need to stand there anymore and fight me in the lane. They can just be like, oh, she's using her W? Okay, well, let's just not be here. Let's just leave. Right? Easy solution. Oh, Malzahar, I don't know about that one. Actually, might be okay for him. Gunblade kill. That's the second time we've got him with one of those. Yeah, we're definitely doing a good thing here, cutting them off. I want to go after the Vel'Koz, but I'm just waiting for the right timing. I want my ultimate. Alright, he's dead. And we can keep going here. Oh, man. I wanted to finish off Vi and then go all the way back. I couldn't quite finish off Vi, but that's fine. This game's definitely turned into a stomp very quickly, though, because we're really fed and their team's making mistakes. Yeah, 11-1-1, not too bad. You know, max gold bounty on our head. I'm not sure if I want to go if I want to go Magi's or not. I'm thinking probably no. Instead, I'm going to get the Neostar's Rod here. We'll get that towards probably a Rabadon's. Anyways, Dragon, 20 seconds. I can run towards that. Red buff's up soon, too. I might want to grab that if that's not going to bother my team. Also, nice claimed bounties here, Riot. Good stuff. Yeah, total healing 2 grand, not bad. Yeah, this is the page I would recommend for top lane Akali. I find it to be the most enjoyable page. I find that Electrocute's just too focused on burst, and like if you burst somebody, great, but if you Don't quite. That could be a problem pretty quick. Also, my team's just doing Baron out of the blue. And I don't think their Vi even knows it. Yeah, she's not going to fight me. She knows that I would make her day very, very sad. So there's the Baron buff coming through. Oh, not going to get the Siege Minion. But once again, though, no ultimate. Alright, Lee Sin gets that one. Again, I can't really do much without my ultimate, so we can still kill people, but only because he pretty much ran it down and made it easy for us. We can just get the dragon here. I kind of want to time my presence with their team in timing with my ultimate. So once I have that, I want to use it immediately. Alright, 6 seconds on it. We'll see where we find them. There's the Vel'Koz. Can maybe surprise him. Oh, he knocked him away from me. I'm not sure if that's exactly what we needed here. Alright, well my ultimate's now going to time out. That's super unfortunate. See, that's kind of where the Akali problem happens. Your teammates do stuff, and next thing you know, your ultimate's useless. And now you don't have it for 2 minutes. Oh, Malzahar's caught. And I can slow down the Draven a little bit. That's about all I can do to help. I don't have true stealth anymore, right? So I can't really dive. I mean, we got a lot of minions pushing in bottom side. I'm pretty sure Blitzcrank's looking for a hook on us, though. Being hooked wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, actually. It'd be a good entry. It's just I don't have ult, so I wouldn't be able to fight my way out. I'd probably only take like 1 or 2 people with me. Oh, almost over the wall. Thank you. Oh, never mind. Wait, Vi wants some of my action. Just Hourglass here before Draven kills us. Very nice. Yeah, I did some good damage, but I knew Draven was going to kill me because I didn't have R, so I was like, alright, well, it's just Hourglass. And that's the beautiful thing about that item. Vel'Koz could probably kill me here. So could GP. I can just regen. I can just keep my distance. No need to get myself killed. I can also just heal off my Gunblade, of course. Oh, Blitzcrank's got a mission. Yeah, I mean, playing it slow is definitely working for us pretty well. Well, I wanted at least an assist on that. And that's the game. Alright, well, hope you guys liked this game today. If you did, make sure to drop that like rating. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel, all that good stuff. You can turn on notifications as well. I would recommend it. But of course, if you have any feedback for me, I would appreciate it. And let's check out those post-game stats. So obviously, guys, that was a custom game, no secret there. It's the sort of thing where, again, if you guys don't know this, on the PvE, 90% of games in regular queues end in remix because players just leave. I don't know why. They do. They die once, and they're like, okay, I don't care anymore. Then they leave the game, and there's no system in place to actually penalize players who do that kind of stuff. So all this to say, trying to record a game and then having it go well, then having your opponent in the lane leave because you killed them once or twice really blows. So playing a custom game here with players who are all trying. That's kind of why the Vi was camping me early game, but I think Lee Sin saw that coming since, you know, YouTuber treatment. Everyone expects me to get camped, so he backed me up plenty of times, and I really appreciate that. As far as damage dealt to champions goes, we had the most, almost 23,000. Not too bad for a 28-minute game. Playing a, I mean, I wouldn't say single target assassin, but we are kind of split pushing for the most part. We weren't really doing that great of a job of it, though. It seemed like we were doing better when we were actually joining our team, because our team was also doing very well. You can see Jinx brought some good damage, and so did Malzahar. But their Vel'Koz was actually bringing a lot of damage too. But he is Vel'Koz, so that's just kind of how it goes too. But that is the video here today, guys. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you all on the next one. Peace out.